Hello, Harry Leppard here at the Effective Learning Centre. Our aim is to improve your English every day. So today I wanted to do a lesson on tag questions. We use tag questions when we want to make a statement but are unsure if it is 100% true or correct. So for example, we have a statement here. Tokyo is the capital of Japan. Is that true? Of course it is. But we're using it as an example. So in this statement, we have is and isn't it. So I would like to point out how is here is positive and isn't here is negative. Is it not? So when we say isn't it with falling intonation, that means we are 90 or 95% sure that this statement is certain. Remember, we use tag questions when we are not 100% certain, because if we were 100% certain what we're saying is true and is a fact, we would just say Tokyo is the capital of Japan, full stop. But here we are using the tag question, isn't it? So let's say the sentence together. Tokyo is the capital of Japan, isn't it? You see, with my voice, it falls when I say, isn't it? I don't say, isn't it? I say, isn't it? When you say a tag question with falling intonation, your face is usually quite serious, and that means you are probably telling the truth or saying it as a near fact. The difference is, if your voice is rising, you are more unsure or less sure. So here we have the positive statement and the negative tag question, just like before. Except I've changed the intonation pattern of the tag question. So now when we say it, it sounds like Tokyo is the capital of Japan, isn't it? Or we can change my facial expression and say Tokyo is the capital of Japan, isn't it? So when we say isn't it with rising intonation, this means we are less certain that our statement is true. Less certain our statement is correct. And like I said, our face generally will be more confused looking or more unsure. Whereas when we say it with a falling intonation, our face is serious. Isn't it? Isn't it? If we say, isn't it? Isn't it? Our face is more unsure. Also, it's important to remember that when we use tag questions, we don't say the t consonant twice. That means we don't say it 2 times. We will say isn't it. The t consonant, the t sound, will travel from this contraction to the pronoun it. So we will say isn't it. And we won't say is it not or isn't it, because we don't speak like that. Tokyo is the capital of Japan, isn't it? Tokyo is the capital of Japan, isn't it? London is the capital of England, isn't it? London is the capital of England, isn't it? New York is the capital of blah, blah, blah. Oh, hello. Yeah. Oh, more examples. So, as you can see, tag questions can get very confusing. We don't just use is and isn't. We can use will and won't, are and aren't, can and can't, has and hasn't, do and doesn't, and so on. It gets very confusing. Here we have a few more examples. You're coming, aren't you? He has a car, doesn't he? You understand, don't you? And she can speak English, can't she? As you can see with the first example and the last example, you have the modal auxiliary verb can, and in the first example we have the auxiliary verb are, or the verb to be. So all you have to remember is if it's positive in the first clause, then it will be negative in the second dependent clause. That is, it will be positive in the first sentence and negative in the tag question, or negative in the first clause and positive in the tag question. Well, I hope that helped. I want to go through this more another time, but that is enough for one day. I hope that helped. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Goodbye.